Hi,
How you doing, brother?
how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good, brother.
Thanks for accepting my request and accepting to talk with me.
Oh, no problem. No problem. I have time. I got up early today, so let me see if he's ready.
Okay, I have gone through your podcast. You do great work, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. It means a lot to me.
I listened to a couple of podcasts, and your voice is great, and the way you are explaining things really made me follow you more.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. That means a lot.
So I thought to introduce you to my audience.
So what?
I thought to introduce you to my audience.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah. So my name is. I go by the name of Big Bruh. My actual name is Carlos. Go by the name of Big Bruh. I have a podcast that's available on all major streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, and a few others. You can find me on the social media as a live with Big Bruh. That's live with Bigbruh. Big Bruh. Just in case you don't know how to spell it, I have it right here actually. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and tune in. I have like 72 episodes right now. I'm actually working on one right now. I have my laptop ready working on another one. Uh, Episode 73 that's coming out on Sunday. I post every Sunday night, Monday morning, so you get a fresh episode every week and listen to it. Yeah, I'm from Oakland, California. Out here in the States. Yeah, that's what I got.
So podcast is your full-time job?
Podcast is something that I picked up. I started doing podcasts because I don't know if you're into podcasts, but you know who Gary Vaynerchuk. I was listening to him one day, and then he like kind of inspired me to do podcasts. It's not my full time job. I don't consider it a job. It's just like a hobby that I have. You know, I just like to talk, and I like to get my point across and get my point of view to people that might need help and they are in the same similar area at that moment, and they might want to go ahead and don't know how to express it or don't know how to go about it. So I just give people my 2 cents so they can see if they can relate to it. As a matter of fact, earlier today I had one of my friends used to work with me back in the day. He actually listened to all my episodes, and he was like, "Man, I should have been listening to him earlier. You know, you speak the truth. Like I can relate to a lot of episodes. You know, I have a daughter. I talk about daughters. I have relationships, and you know what I'm saying. So a lot of people relate to different topics because either they're going through it or they've been through it, and they want to see what other people think. You know what I mean? Something like that. So I don't consider podcasting my job. It's just like a hobby that I have, something I like to do.
Okay, so why this name? Live with Big Bro.
So my name, like I said, they call me Big Bruh, right? So they call me Big Bruh. So I figured I was sitting here trying to figure out the name of the show actually, and I'm like, I don't know what to call it on the air with Big Bruh. I'm like, nah, that don't sound good. And then it hit me. I'm like, okay, so we're live. You know, when we record, we're actually live recording. So it was like live with Big Bruh. I mean, that had a ring to it. So then I just went with that name, live with Big Bruh. Like you're live one, because I don't know. On my episodes, I call my co-host is actually my wife. So when we ride around, the way I record is when I ride around, I get in the car, I hook up my microphones, and we start driving. When we start driving, whatever we want to talk about, whatever topic comes up, then that's what we start talking about. And it's just live. When I say live, is mainly like it's like raw. You know what I'm saying? It's like happening right there. It's no shirt. You know, it's just like live. No editing, no sugarcoating, nothing. You know, if you listen, like you say, listen to a few of my podcast episodes, you know, I don't sugarcoat nothing. I just speak it how I speak it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I already heard a couple of podcasts. It looks very raw, real.
Yeah, and that's how I wanted to be. That's my intent. Like A lot of people like to sugarcoat it, you know what I mean? And I feel that we all adults, you know what I'm saying? And everybody has a mind of their own. And just because I tell you to go do something doesn't mean that you're going to do it. You know what I mean? You have your own thoughts and your own actions. And me, myself, I have my own thoughts and my own actions. And like how I speak on my podcast, that's how I am in real life. Like everything, if you listen to my episodes, like you get to know me as the episodes go on, because it's basically like me giving you a little piece of my life. You know what I mean? So, I like that people like to tell me that it's nice, and I like to people tell me that they listen to it because I don't get paid off of it. I don't make money off of it. I just do it because I like to do it, and I like people to hear my opinion at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And even if I get one person to listen to it, or if I get a million people to listen to it, at the end of the day, as long as one person listen to it, I'm fine. It doesn't make me no different.
When did you start this?
When I do what?
When you started this?
I actually started this 2018, I want to say, and I started it, but I wasn't really like taking it that serious. On my first episode, it was parenting 101. I remember, and I started recording it. I went out, I got the desk, I got the laptop, I got the microphone set up, the boom arm, everything ready to go, and I recorded my first episode, and it was basically like an introduction to the podcast world of my life, right? And a lot of people relate to that episode to this day because it's something that either they went through or they're going through or something. Somebody that they know went through it or whatever the case is. So when I started, it was 2000. I think it was like the end of 2018, if I'm not mistaken, and I did like 2 episodes, and then I left it alone. um Life got in the way, so it was just more mainly like I had to focus on my life. I have a family, I have 2 kids and a wife, so I was like, man, you know what, let me just put this to the side for right now. It's nothing. I got other things I got to do. And I went from that to actually the end of the year, November. I started recording episodes back to back every week, back to back. So then I've been doing podcasting for now like 2 years, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. And then yeah, so I've been doing it like that, bro. I like it. You know what I'm saying? It keeps me um sharp when I talk. You know what I'm saying? It keeps me real um tied up with my thoughts and my actions and my opinion. And like I said, I don't sugarcoat nothing, man. How I'm talking to you like this is how I talk on my podcast. I talk my shit. People might like it. People might not like it. It's okay. You know.
How many listeners you have? How many followers you have?
How many followers on what? On the podcast?
Yeah, on your podcast.
Right now, I have, as a matter of fact, I have the screen open right now. I'll tell you right now. So far this month, I have 2,402 people that downloaded episodes for this month only. Total, like I said, I was only doing it for a few times. I have 17,300 downloads this whole time.
Wow, that's a
Yeah,
big number.
it is, but you got to keep in mind it's not it's big, but at the same time, I have a lot of episodes out. You know what I mean? I have a lot of content basically, so it makes it easier for people to, I mean, to find it or whatever. And but yeah, I've been doing it for a while now, man. I like it. It's something that I like to do. I like to how do you say? I like to just talk. I like to talk a lot. That's the reason why I started doing it because I like to talk a lot. So I was like, man, you know what? Let me just go ahead and start doing something that not benefit because like I said, I don't get no money off of this. Everything I actually pay money for my own podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's not something a lot of money that I pay for it, but it's something that I pay on a monthly basis, like the host, like the time that I take for the editing, the recording, the posting, the promoting. You know what I'm saying? So I pay out of my pocket for most of that or everything. Um, all I want is for people to just listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like just listen to it. If you like, I tell everybody, listen to it. If you like it, good. If you don't like it, good. Let me know why you didn't like it, or let me know why you liked it. If you like it, share it with your people, share it with your friends. Like it, subscribe, rate it, all that good stuff. You know, and a lot of people do, and a lot of people don't. So it's like this. Sometimes it's like they like it because they relate to the episode. Sometimes they might not like it because they don't relate to it.
Yeah, how before starting the podcast, have you ever thought that you're going to reach? I mean, your podcast is going to be downloaded for 17,000.
Never thought about that. I was happy. I was actually happy when I had 10 people that listened to my podcast back in of May of 2019. Um, I was excited. I was, oh, look, man, 10 people listen to my episode. That's what's up, right? I was happy. I was like, yeah. And then before you know it, 20 people. Then before you know it, 30 people. Then before you know it, 17,000 people. You know what I mean? So I came a long way, man, and I'm humble and I'm blessed that everybody's actually out there taking the time out of their busy day and their busy schedule to go listen to what I have to say, and I'm grateful because people actually comment and reach out to me and say, hey, man, you know what, I like what you're doing, keep it up. I actually had another interview with another podcaster guy, uh, Ashanti Branch is his name. He's a public speaker out here in Oakland, California, and we talked about it, and then we actually meeting up with him, I think tomorrow. But yeah, yeah, man, it came a long way, and I'm blessed basically, and I humble myself because it's like I didn't know it was going to get this far. So hopefully, next year around this time it'd be 50,000 or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy that people.
Yeah, because you started with nothing, but today you are into your thoughts are into 17,000 almost heads. You reached there
Yeah,
with your own thoughts.
it's crazy. It's crazy how you go from thinking about it and then actually doing it and putting the work behind it and pushing it and might people might the first time people might not agree with what you're saying, but just because people have their own way of thinking doesn't mean that you should change your thinking to benefit or help them. I feel that the thing that makes me stand out, and not to brag and think that I'm better than anybody else, but I think the thing that makes me stand out the most is because I keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I keep it like my description on my episodes are live, raw, uncut, uncensored, unfiltered, 100. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
because that's what it is. It's coming to you live. I'm not like I keep on saying. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. If you heard my episodes, you hear me that I cuss a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who I am. That's how I talk, and that's how I think. And people might agree with it, and people might not agree with it. Everybody have their opinion at the end of the day. And for you, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm just grateful that people are actually listening to my thing. Whether you like it or not, if you listen to it, to me, that means a lot. And I have people that agree to it, what I say, and some people that confront me and say on social media and might say, oh, no, I don't like the way you said this about this person. And that's fine. You have your opinion, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I tell them. Like, at the end of the day, that's what you're thinking. That's totally fine with me. But this is what I'm saying. And this is what I'm saying. And this coming out of me. So I have my own thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is just crazy, man. To reach out so many people. I'm just glad. I'm happy. And like you reached out to me and for an interview. For those of you that's watching this interview right now, we've been trying to line up this interview for what, for like about a month now, something like that. It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
California. He's in another place, so the times I work.
yeah,
I actually work night shift, so I get off work at 6 in the morning out here in California. So I actually was up, so man, let me go ahead and see if he's ready. But we've been trying to line this interview up for about a month, so I hope you guys like the interview. You know,
yeah. Definitely. Are you the same person today who was before 2 years? when you started the podcast? Are you the same
Um,
person today?
think I might. How can I say it? I'm not the same person that I was 2 years ago because now the way I go about things, I think about I think about it more before I say it. Because, like I said, I'm recording, so like right now I'm recording and I try to think logically instead of saying something that's gonna come back and bite me in the ass, right? And at the same time, I'm trying to keep it authentic and be myself. So it kind of like balance out, but at the same time, it's like I don't feel that I'm the same person I was 2 years ago. I think I'm a little bit better at what I do and how I think. Because I remember um, my first episode, it took me a lot to like to have that 30-minute segment that I did on the episode. It was like about an hour. You know what I'm saying? And by the time I edited it, by the time I took off what I didn't want to list hear, it took about 30 minutes off the episode. So now it's like, for example, if I hook up my microphone and I start talking, everything comes so quick. It's like quick, 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 quick. So I start spitting everything out. To the some of my episodes is funny because some of my episodes when I'm editing it, I record it. So this is the way I record, right? I have two lavalier mics, right, and I hook them up to my phone, and I put one on me, one on my wife, and we driving around the city here, right, Oakland, and I might say, "Oh, what you want to talk about?" "Oh, I don't know." "What you want to talk about?" "Oh, I don't know." "Oh, well, let's talk about this," right? And then she just start talking, and it just start going, and then before you know it, we've been talking about something for about 45 minutes, right? And sometimes I get so excited that when I talk, my mind is speaking quicker than my mouth is. So it's like I stumble about some of my words. So I have to when I do the editing, I had to slow it down and figure out what you know what I mean? Because I get so excited because now everything comes so natural. So if anything changed about me 2 years ago to now is that everything comes so quick in my head and I could spit it out and think about it without sabotaging it or saying something that might offend somebody. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that I picked up within those 2 years. Because before 2 years ago, I didn't care what I said, and whatever I said, and if you liked it, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you become more conscious now.
More conscious of what I'm saying before I say it.
So you're thinking before you say something.
All right. But then the funny thing is, my mind is going 1,000 by the
Faster.
minute. It's trying to process it faster than what it used to. So now I'm trying to like process it at the same time, like process it and say it at the same time. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's cool though. I like it. It's like a little talent, a little gift that you found that I found, and I like it. It's cool. It makes me not only with my podcast, it makes me a better person in general with everybody that's around me. You know what I'm saying? I'm more conscious of what I'm saying, and I could go from thinking about it to saying it without hurting your feelings. You know what I
So
mean?
that is, yeah, that is what my next question was. Uh, is there any change in you after this 70 episodes, not in podcast, in your real life?
It changed me. Like I just said, be more conscious. You know what I'm saying? Be more conscious of what I'm saying because you got to keep in mind everybody's not built like me or like you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own how do you say it? Their own beliefs and their own way of thinking, their train of thought. Everything is different, and everybody's not wired the same as everybody else. So for me to say something to somebody and they're able to explain it. So now how I do it, like I will talk to somebody, like say I'm talking to you, for example, right? I'm talking to you and I'm trying to tell you something. So I will have to go in podcast mode and try to explain to you how I explain to my listeners. You see what I'm saying? Because having you in front of me is one thing, but you listening to me is a whole nother thing. So I gotta go, okay, you gotta do A, then you gotta do B before you do C, then you gotta do, you know what I mean? So I'm able to explain myself better and able to connect with people better because the podcast world is different due to the fact that I don't have nobody in front of me. and I have to paint a picture for a person to understand what I'm talking to about, and at the same time paint the picture to make the person feel that they're there with me watching what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a little bit harder than like having an interview like this is easier because we face to face and it's a whole different thing than me driving around looking in the street and don't have nobody to talk to. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it helps me a lot with my speech, and it helps me a lot with my train of thought and how fast I can spit out what I want to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes I do it politely, and sometimes I might not do it politely, and I might cuss you out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it helps me out. It helps me out. And I think also because my mind is always racing, so I try to. I might be sitting like right now. I might be sitting here and I might think about an episode I want to record later on today, and all of a sudden I'm recording it, and it makes my because if anybody tell you before, your mind is a muscle, right? So your mind is a muscle, and I said this before in one of my episodes. Your brain is the most powerful muscle that we have in our body, and as long as you work your brain out, the stronger your mind comes, the stronger your muscle will be. It's like if you do biceps, when you do push-ups, your
Yeah.
chest gets well, right? It's the same thing. So you have a mind. So I think by me speaking and by me talking and doing my podcast, it helped my mind get stronger. You see what I mean? If it makes
Yeah.
sense. So now my mind is strong and it's sharper. So it's picking up stuff quicker than it used to before. You see what I mean? So it's like, okay, I get it. So now I understand why they said it. So when I might be watching a movie and I'm watching a movie or I'm watching something on TV and I see the thing and I'm like, oh, that's what it means. You see what I mean? And everybody like,
Yeah.
what you talking about? Oh, you didn't see that? No. Oh shit. Well, I gotta explain it. You know what I mean? So it makes
Yeah.
it, it makes you think quicker and you more up to speed with stuff. So if I take anything, that's one of the things that the podcast, me having a podcast, I benefit off make doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're saying that the way you look at things are changed because of the 70 episodes.
Yeah, I would say it's not that it changed drastically. Um, it's more of a help me get everything that I have inside and want to say to people. Because when I record episodes, some of the times the things that I want to say to a person, I can't say it to them to their face because I know they will get angry and I know they will get mad. So I take it and instead of me saying like, say for example, I say Carlos, well instead of me saying the person's name, I kind of like camouflage the person's name, and instead of me saying trying to talk to that person in person, I just use it and put that in a podcast in an episode without saying the person's name, hoping that the person will hear it and they can understand what I was trying to say, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But those 72 episodes that I did so far have changed me in a way that, like I said, I think faster now. I'm more consistent. I have more knowledge of things. I do more research on words and trying to figure out things. I I'm more of it happens to the point where it's more efficient and it's more real, and I could just manage everything that I'm saying as I'm thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like brain overload, bro. It's just I don't know how to explain it. If people that go through the things that I'm going through right now and understand it, you know what I'm talking about. But for those, it's like instead of having an old school video game and it's loading, by the time you start loading it, my brain's already loaded. So it's like overload for some reason. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So you said Sunday and Monday are the episode
Yeah. So
timings. So what are
I,
the topics that you take?
the topics that I do,
Yeah.
Sundays and Mondays, what it is I say Sunday, Monday because my work week starts on Sunday. So my Monday is Sunday. So what I try to do is I try to drop an episode on Sunday morning, or if not Monday morning. So it would be one episode a week, and the topics could be anything. Right now I'm working on an episode for this Sunday. I don't have a name for it yet. What it is probably gonna be something about women. I don't know, but it's coming up on Sunday. It's just episodes that when I record, I have episodes that I recorded like 2 weeks ago or like last month that I still haven't got time to edit. So I'm still editing as I go, as I have free time. Because like I said, I got two wives and I have two kids and a wife. So I try to like split my time between work, family, and podcast. So it's kind of, and friends and it's here and there. So it's kind of hard to manage, especially when I got episodes that are like 40 something minutes long, and I got to sit there and edit them. So like the one I'm doing right now is it was 38 minutes. So I got to edit it and see what I come up with. It's probably end up being 29, 30 minutes, give or take. But this episode that I'm about to put up, I'll give you a little sneak peek. What it is basically how women surround themselves with women that look less than what they do. For example, if the women that's bring you around and want to look more better or more finer or better than you, so they bring around girls that are uglier or fatter or overweight or taller or skinny to make themselves uplift their self-esteem, basically. So that's the episode that I'm working on right now. I should have it out by Sunday, Monday, give or take. I don't know. It depends on what I run into. But that's my next episode. So it's most likely going to be self-esteem. That's probably going to be the name of the episode. So keep an eye out for it. If you can listen to it, I would appreciate it.
Okay. So you take random topics, whatever comes into your mind, you take that and you work on it.
Yep, I take whatever. So like I said, I hop in the car and we drive around, and whatever topic comes up, that's what I talk about. It could be anything from relationships, parenting, politics, immigration, Black Lives Matter. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? It could be some random things that we might just want to talk about that we ain't talked about. It could be some things that is going on in the world. I try to stay away from politics, because a lot of people don't agree on what I see on politics. So I try to stay away from politics, but every now and then I might talk about them. But mainly it's mainly just topics that happen in regular life, that happen every day, you know what I'm saying, that people not talking about. And that's the reason why I do it, because a lot of people don't see or don't think about the stuff that we go through, you know what I'm saying, as minorities. And a lot of people don't think about um, what is it, or what they think about it, or how they go about it, or how they survive it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the reason why my show have become so successful with a lot of people, because a lot of people relate, and a lot of people go through the same issues that I go through, or has been through the same issues that I've been through, or are going through the issues that I've been through, or know somebody that has. They like it, and they sit there and listen to it. And like I said, I appreciate every 17,000 people that sat there and listened to my episode. I appreciate it from the bottom of the heart, because I never knew it was going to be that big. I was happy with 10 people, you know. But yeah, so
It
that's
looks
that's that's what my show's about, man.
it looks like you're a good manager because you're managing all your personal things and you're managing your podcast, and I should learn this quality from you.
It's not about, yeah, it's about managing, but what it is basically trying to figure out what's more important. And like the way I look at stuff is like, obviously I need to work because I need to pay for food, bills, rent, stuff. So that's one of the main concerns. And I try to manage time with my family. I got two kids, like I said, so I try to manage time with my kids and my wife and my family, my my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and probably my few close friends, and whatever's left after that, that's when I do my edit my podcast and trying to it's not that I put it last, it's just that I know it's more time consuming than a lot of things, because I know once I start editing, I like I said, I got like 4 episodes, 5 episodes that I gotta finish editing. Even though I gotta do one just to have it ready for Sunday, I might sit here where I'm at. You might, if you call me back like about an hour or two, I might still be sitting right here editing. You know what I'm saying? Because I get into it and I start doing it. And, oh, I gotta finish. I gotta finish. I gotta finish. Because I don't know when I'm going to have time to finish the next episode. You know what I mean? So it's like you have your interviews, and I see you have your YouTube. I see your YouTube channel. Um, it's hard when a lot of people don't understand. Like, for example, a lot of people. I had this one girl, one of my coworkers. She was asking yesterday, actually, that she was trying to do a podcast, and she was asking what do I do or how do I do it. I said, man, you know what? It's easy to record. Is easy. That's not the hard part. The hard part is sitting down, editing the episode, um, reposting, sharing. Basically, because I do all my promote. I do the editing myself. Um, I do all the sharing myself. I don't have nobody doing it for me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like doing that because I used to be like a promoter right back in the day. So I know how to promote. But the editing is the thing that kills me. I said, so if you have time, I said you're gonna record probably for like an hour, right? That hour is gonna turn into 35 minutes, 40 minutes. So now you got an hour and a half of time that you invested on your episode. Then the uploading, the promoting, that's going to be about another hour because you want to sit there and push your episodes so everybody can see it. So if you got 3 hours of your day, basically, that you're not doing nothing with 3 hours, then that's perfectly fine. But if you got a busy schedule, then you're not going to be able to do it. Because what happens is that's what happened to me. My first my first 2 episodes, I was good. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. And then it got to the point where I was like, okay, I don't have time for it right now. You see what I'm saying? So I had to stop. So now I'm like, okay. So now I gotta. It's not prioritizing my podcast over my family or my job, or my friends. It's just I know I have to do it because I got 17,000 people listening to it. You see what I'm saying? So I created like this little fan base that everybody's waiting for the next episode to come out. So what I would do, and I just started doing this actually this month. I have a big calendar, right? And in the calendar, every Sunday I write episode. I write an episode. Like this one is 73. Episode last at the beginning of the month was 70. Episode 70, episode 71, 72, 73. So, and I cross out every day as I go, but I can't cross out the day if I have something there and I haven't got done. So it reminds me like, oh shit, in order for me to cross out this week, I have to do this episode like that. I cross out the whole week. You see what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah,
know if that will help you. That's something that I started doing. I mean, it helps me because I see it every morning when I wake up, and I see it every time
yeah,
I go to sleep. So I see it, so I know, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I gotta go
yeah,
pay this bill. I gotta go pay this bill. You know what I'm saying? So it
yeah,
keeps me on. And then also like me, I talk a lot with my wife in the morning when we wake up and see what she got going, see what I got going, and then we try to like blend everything together and spend time with each other and spend time with our loved ones as well. And that's how I keep everything managed, basically balanced. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta balance it, bro. If not, you're gonna get worn out, and you're gonna get to the point where you don't want to do it no more because it's too much of a job and it's taking up too much of your time. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard
yeah,
because once you start doing something and you good at it, you see what I'm saying? Then you good at the stuff that you do. You want to keep doing it, but it gets hard because you get split. Oh, I gotta go this way. Oh, I gotta go do an interview. Oh, I gotta record a podcast. Oh, I gotta do a YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So everything is just like splitting. So now you just gotta manage to the point where you could say what I normally do too is I get a stopwatch. I got a stopwatch on my phone, on my Apple Watch. I put an hour and a half. I put the time on, and that hour and a half, all I'm doing is editing for that hour and a half. When the hour and a half comes, if it's done, it's done. Good. If not, I just stop. And then the next,
okay,
I take a 30-minute break just to like uh,
yeah,
refresh my mind. And then I do another hour and a half on something else. Okay, now I gotta do a YouTube channel. Okay, let me edit the YouTube channel for an hour and a half. If it get done, good. If not, all right, I stop. And like that, you constantly, you know what I'm saying, just keep on doing it. And like me, I think it comes easy to me to do it because I'm a team lead at my job, my regular job. So I manage 28, 29 people. So at the time, I had to know what everybody's doing, where they're going, what they got to do, how many they got to do. So it's like it helps me manage the stuff that I do, kind of like the stuff that I do at work here in my own personal life. So I kind of like know how to balance the time. But try that, man. That will help you. Like try like even if it's like 2 hours. Say you're gonna do video editing for 2 hours. Put a timer for 2 hours, and then when that timer stops, okay, whatever I got done, I got done. Whatever didn't, I do it tomorrow or later on today, and then take about a 20, 30 minute break just to go back into your zone, and then do a 2 hour edit on podcast. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do, and that's I mean, believe it or not, you get ahead like that, bro, because now you got everything timed out. 2 hours of this, 30-minute break. 2 hours of this, 30-minute break. 2 hours of this, 30-minute break. Okay, now I gotta go. I did 6 hours of work. I gotta go do what I have to do with my family or my wife or my kids or my friends, or I gotta go out and to a party or whatever. You know, you have time to do it. You know what I mean?
So, what is the duration of your clip? One clip, approximately.
Approximately, I like to do anywhere between 15 minutes to 45 minutes in between there. Sometimes an episode that I might talk about for an hour because I might didn't want to talk about the episode, or I've been have things that I want to talk about. And sometimes the 15-minute episodes is just something that I just, not that I don't care about it, it's just that I'm not that interested on that episode. So I might just do 15, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? But that's the I like to do 15 minutes my minimum due to the fact that I think that 15 minutes is enough for you to sit there and actually understand the concept of the episode, versus me doing, because I had like 5 minutes, 10-minute episodes before. But what I do is I put them together in one big episode because realistically, me personally, I don't think 5 minutes is enough for me to catch my attention on an episode, or 10 minutes is not enough for me to catch it. You know what I'm saying? I feel that 15 minutes is fair, due to the fact that it's enough for you to take in, and it's enough for me to give out. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, I have something else to say. I come back and I do another 15 minutes. You know what I mean? On the same topic, and I might call it Big Bro Part Two, or you know what I mean? But that's what I try to do: 15 minutes minimum, 45 minutes maximum, anywhere in between there.
Okay. So, at last, do you have anything to say about your podcast to the world and to the people who watches this video and who listens to your words on my podcast or on social media?
To the people out there, if you want to listen to a podcast where, like I said, I keep it raw, I keep it unfiltered, I keep it 100. Um, if you're into that kind of podcast that you like people to sit there and cuss and talk their shit, go ahead and give a listen to my podcast. The name of the podcast show is Live with Big Bruh. Like I said, Live with Big Bruh, BRUH, because a lot of people don't know how to spell bruh. And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can find me on all the social media, all the streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and many more. And if you like I said, if you listen to a podcast of mine, and if you like the episode, by all means, share it with your people, right? And if for some reason you didn't like the episode, by all means, let me know so I can see why is it that you don't like the episode, and maybe I could do an episode about what you have me talk about or whatever it is. But other than that, man, thank you to everybody that's out there that's taking the time out of their busy day to listen to my little podcast or whatever. I appreciate every single one of you, especially like right now we're doing this interview. I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day. You know what I'm saying, to interview me. I appreciate it, man. I really do. And like I said, feel free to reach out. I'm here if you need me, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what it is.
So, I'll put all your links in the description of this video. People who finds this video will can connect you and can listen to your podcast.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
So at last, have you seen any videos of mine on YouTube?
I started to, but I didn't finish seeing none of the videos. I started to see because when you sent me the interview thing, I was like, who is this guy? So I seen you on Instagram, and I seen you interviewing people. I'm like, okay, he's an interviewer. I'm like, okay, let me go see what it. And I seen the YouTube channel, so I went to go see. I started to see one video, but I didn't. To be honest, I didn't finish watching the videos. I seen the part of it, like the beginning the intro, and okay, he's telling me he cool. Let me see if I get it. If he still want to do an interview with me. So that's the reason why we're here now.
So, as a person, as a content creator, what do you say about my content? I did more than 290 or 300 videos.
I know. I seen that. You doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
Your content is nice, bro. I like the way that you don't come as some of the interviewers that know it all. You know what I'm saying? That you're humble. That you ask the questions without knowing the answer. Like some of these other podcast creators. I mean, YouTube creators that think they know it all and they want to interview you and say some bullshit that they think they know it before you know it. And I like the way that you just humble, bro. Like you seem that you got a lot of potential and you're gonna go places. You got to do about another 700 episodes. You know what I'm saying? But you be there, man. Just keep pushing. You're doing a good job, bro. You're doing a great job. Just keep doing. The advice that I have to you is just keep doing you. At the end of the day, just do you. Don't copy nobody else. Don't be like nobody else. Be you. Be yourself, and that takes you a long way. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the advices that I have to give you.
So I will definitely listen to your words because you are the person who started with zero and now today you are 17,000. So just by being yourself. So
Be
I think yeah, because you
don't
didn't change yourself.
no. You don't have to. You
Okay.
be you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you're gonna come across a lot of people might like you and a lot of people might hate you, but at the end of the day, just stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be you, and you might get, like I said, you might get 10 downloads one day, and then the next day you might get 20. The next day you might get 1,000. It's gonna take you a while to get there, but at the end of the day, you're gonna get there, man. You know what I'm saying? Just be you, be authentic. Don't copy nobody. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. And I think that's one of the things that my podcast has shown, that me being myself um, get you places. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a major. I'm, I'm at home in my kitchen. You see what I'm saying? Recording, drinking my coffee. You know what I'm saying? I'm not nobody special. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of people follow me because I'm real and I'm true to myself, and I don't care what anybody says about me. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Nice.
And that's how it's supposed to be. Like I tell people, when they're like, oh, what they gonna say about you? I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, what they say about me, they're gonna say about me. They don't pay my bills. You see me? If you pay my bills, then you have a say so. You don't pay my bills, so you don't have a say so. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
be, you know what I mean? And that's what I think got me to where I'm at now. Just me being me. And I
Correct.
suggest you do the same. You know what I'm saying? Just be you. Don't just because somebody went ahead and went viral or whatever because they did something on their background or whatever, or they use this camera or whatever, doesn't mean that you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everybody's going to succeed on their own space. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's
Yeah.
going to go up on the ladder on their own terms. Not everybody's going to be at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Today might be me, tomorrow might be you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to go up the ladder. As long as you stay humble, as long as you work hard, as long as you make sure everything that you need to do get done, and as long as you stay true to yourself, there shouldn't be nothing to stop you. That's
Amazing. Your words are inspirational and motivational, and I love the way you said.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's one of the things that the podcast world had taught me how to
I
talk.
will. I will subscribe and I will follow you from now. And also, all the people who are watching this video, I want you all people to follow him and listen to your his content. You can understand by seeing this video what kind of content he may create. So I want you all to see, and definitely there will be something that connects with you, which he connects with. So I think you have to go and listen to him, and I will follow you from now, because you said something that touched my heart, that is, be you, don't change. Yeah. Don't change and be yourself, and that made you to become successful, and you're telling that to me, and you're not telling me to become somebody. You're telling, you're liking me like I am. So I love you for saying that.
Likewise, brother. Be you, man. Be you. Don't let that change you, man. All right.
So I'll call you after, maybe after 140 episodes or 200 episodes. When you
Yeah.
complete, I'll call to my show again.
You got my number. Let me know if you need something, man. Whatever you need, let me know.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
can I put this video on my YouTube channel, this audio and this video clip on my YouTube and social media, internet, podcast, everywhere, with your permission?
Yeah, use it for whatever you need it for, man. Go ahead. No problem.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me your valuable time and telling me about your podcast.
Likewise, man. I appreciate it, man. Stay safe. And remember, be you, bro. Be you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.